In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Isaiah 55, verse 8 and 9 say this: For my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. God's ways are not our ways. And so, yesterday we were in Colossians chapter 2, 20 through 23, and we read, If you have died with Christ in the elementary principles of the world, why, as if you were living in the world, do you submit yourselves to decrees such as do not handle, do not taste, do not touch? That seems right. That seems wise to the religious mind. But see, that's the world's ways. And God's ways are not our ways. We have to get a hold of that. Today, we talk about what God's ways are. We're in Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2 today, and they say this: Therefore, if you have been raised up with Christ. Okay, are you saved? If you're saved, then in a moment you have become a new creature. God made you brand new. Born again, born of the Spirit. You're a child of God. You have been raised up to new life in Christ Jesus. That is the reality of salvation. It's not going to heaven when you die. It's being brand new in this realm, here and now. And so, if you have been raised up with Christ, have you? Get that settled in your heart. If you have, then keep seeking the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. If you're united to Christ, if you're with Christ, you are seated to God's right hand. You're in Christ, and Christ is seated at the right hand of God. That's where He is, and you're right there with Him if you're saved. Oh, have you heard the conversation about, I hope my prayers get through the ceiling because I want them to get to God? Look, just turn to your left and talk to Him, because you're in Christ and Christ is at the right hand of God. You're right there with Him. And it's even better than that. Jesus is God, and if He's in you, then God's in you. Oh, get a hold of your unity with God. That's real salvation, and that's what sets you free. Trying hard to get yourself saved from an addiction will not have any victory. But you let Jesus start living His life from the inside out. You die to the things of the world so that you will be alive to Christ. And your addiction has to go, because Jesus doesn't put up with that kind of stuff. Oh, set your mind on things above, not on the things that are on the earth. That was verse 2. And there's the answer. That's the victory. That's what salvation does for us. It opens up the door for us to set our mind on things above, not on the things of this earth. Go to Romans with me, if you would, to chapter 8. And in verse 6, it says this: For the mind set on the flesh is death. You set your mind on the things of the world, and you have set your mind on death. But the mind set on the Spirit, the mind set on things above, is life and peace. And so, therefore, since you have been raised up with Christ, keep seeking the things above, where Jesus is, seated at the right hand of God, and set your mind on things above, not on the things that are on the earth. Behold, a mind set on the things above. God bless you as you live your life today with the mindset of God and His Son Jesus living His life through you. I look forward to getting with you tomorrow. The verse tomorrow will absolutely blow your mind if you've never heard it. I look forward to sharing that with you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus.